Hey everyone, it's time for another water jug test, and this time I'm going to be using the 40 grain VMAX. This is also a hand load, and for anyone who's interested, here's the exact recipe that I'm using. So this is the 40 grain VMAX bullet right here. How many jugs do you think it's going to go through? I have a feeling it's not going to go through very many, because even the 55 grain FMJs don't. My guess is it's going to stop in the second jug. I think it'll deposit most of its energy in the first jug and then do a little bit of damage to the second jug, but stop right there. So anyways, that's the round we'll be using. Let's go ahead and get started with our test. Okay, let's see what the Hornady 40 grain VMAX can do. Okay, and here's what the 40 grain VMAX did. It went into our first jug and blew it way back here. That's where it entered the first jug. I started with number 5 because this is what was left after the 8mm test. Perfect center, but a little lower than I wanted. I kind of wanted it more like here. But anyways, blew apart the first jug. And it looks like there's not even an exit. There's a little bulge right here like something tried to exit, but nothing did. So I think the bullet actually stopped in just the first jug. Somehow jug number 8 is laying down here, which was the last jug in the line. But I think it just fell off from the board breaking. Since our hit was pretty low, I think most of the energy was deposited really low. So our board broke right here, and now it's all caved in. The board broke and moved from the impact on the first jug, which then knocked the fourth jug over. Because we can see there's absolutely no damage to the fourth jug. Not an entry or an exit, it's just laying here. So I can still reuse this jug. It just fell off. So the 40 grain VMAX didn't even touch. Wait a second, there's actually a little dent here. So it didn't actually exit the first jug. So right here where it tried to come out, it also left a dent here in the second jug. So the 40 grain VMAX didn't even go through our first jug, although it almost did. So all of the energy was deposited into just jug number 1, and that's what it did to it. That's the back side. So we have a crack here, a split on the edge here, and it's just completely broken open on the bottom because the hit was kind of low. Although we weren't able to recover the projectile, there is a tiny copper fragment right here. So that's all that remains of the 40 grain VMAX, just this tiny little shred of copper. Since our first attempt hit pretty low, I'm going to go ahead and try that one more time. Same exact load, 40 grain VMAX on 28 grains at H335. And I'm pretty certain it's not going to go through more than 2 jugs now, so that's all I've lined up. And here's the results. Just like the first time, it appears to have only done damage to the first jug. The second jug's just laying here, and it's not leaking. So no penetration into jug number 2. And our first jug is right here, probably about 8 feet to the side. And this time our entry hole was right there, pretty much dead center where I wanted it to be the first time. And we can see the jug is pretty much annihilated. Not blown into pieces like we see with some of the Mauser tests, but it's broken open pretty good. I think this jug took more damage than the first one that we hit kind of low on. So that just shows us our point of entry actually does make a difference, which is why I tried it again. And there's also a small copper jacket fragment on the board right here. So that just tells us the bullet completely disintegrated into pieces, which is why we can't recover any other projectile besides that small little fragment. So that's what a 223 40 grain VMAX will do to a water jug. It'll just dump all of its energy into the first jug and blow it open like this. But anyways, that's all. Thanks for watching.